Disturbing developments tonight surrounding the Biden DOJ's efforts to spy on journalists and attack the First Amendment, as Project Veritas is now revealing new legal documents showing that federal prosecutors have been secretly surveilling their privileged communications, despite a court order as part of a larger investigation into the alleged theft of Ashley Biden's diary. But get this, this spying was taking place, Veritas says, months before the raid against Project Veritas journalists back in November. You might remember this raid. Take a look. You decide.
Hidden camera footage capturing the moments the FBI raided the home of a Project Veritas journalist last November.
I'm sat here with you right here. So the only thing for our safety and for yours, we're going to have anyone sit with you. Yeah. You do not have to speak to them. You are not being detained for safety. Yeah, we're supposed to see. Okay, there's a theater here. You sure? Yeah, there's are you comfortable on that? Yeah, I'm fine. So there's another team coming. Yeah. So maybe we'll split up to like areas out.
We did reach out to the Biden DOJ for comment. I guess hell will freeze over before we hear back. But even the far-left ACLU is warning about the danger to press freedom and calling for more transparency from the Biden Justice Department. Here to explain, Project Veritas founder, CEO James O'Keefe. I made a mistake saying it was your home and office. I apologize for that. But tell us what happened and what you have now discovered. This is a big deal.
Sean, this is probably the biggest abridgment of the First Amendment in the history of this country. My lawyer, Paul Calley, and I argue in court yesterday that this was an act of violence against the First Amendment. This is about Ashley Biden's diary. I thought we didn't corroborate it, that it was hers. It turns out we're better journalists than we thought we were, because the feds and the New York Times have now verified that this actually was Ashley Biden's diary that a tipster sent us. First, they raided our homes and took our equipment, our reporters' notebooks. And then, now it turns out, I found out this week, that they were spying on us. The Department of Justice was spying on journalists and Project Veritas going back 8 months before we even knew anything about this diary, and spying on us and getting secret gag orders against Microsoft from telling us that it took all of our emails. Sean, this is insane. This should shock everyone, because they could do it to you.
Let me make sure I point out some other facts in this case. Somebody came to you with the diary. Somebody told you it was Ashley Biden's diary. You had to independently corroborate it. You weren't able to do so. You, on your own, without being asked, I understand it, went to law enforcement and handed it to them. Did you not?
That's right. We turned it into Delray Police in Florida. Tipsters contacted us.
And you never printed any of the contents, correct?
I never published the diary. I made the decision not to. I thought I couldn't verify with 100% certainty it was hers. And even if I could, I just felt like it was a cheap shot. And I told my staff that. Some disagreed. But now it turns out the diary is authentic. The New York Times corroborated it. Obviously, it's real now. But moreover, Sean, someone at Microsoft contacted us this week and showed us these secret warrants. The Department of Justice went to magistrate judges and got all these secret warrants and got all of our emails. We use Microsoft Outlook, got all of our emails back to January 2020, 8 months before we even heard about the diary. And then after, Sean, the federal judge appointed a special master, a filter team, just a few months ago in December, after my home was raided, the federal judge cited journalistic privilege. Well, a month after that, the feds went behind that federal judge's back and continued to try to gag Microsoft through secret orders. Microsoft filed a motion. They never sent it out, but I have a copy of it because they sent it to me. And as soon as they wrote that, the feds backed down, and we just published all the secret warrants yesterday. The Department of Justice was spying on my team and has all of our emails since January 2020.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It's going to be interesting to watch this all unfold in court. I have very little time left. Let me ask you this. I have sources that told me that the contents in that diary are very disturbing as they relate to Joe Biden. Can you confirm that?
I have to make a decision on whether I want to speak to that, Sean. There are some, she talked about things that happened personally with her father. I made the decision not to publish this. They put me in a circumstance where I don't know if I want to speak to you on the air about that, but
Understood.
They messed with the wrong man and the wrong organization.
Do you regret not publishing it?
We're not backing down.
Do you regret not going with it?
I have no regrets. I made the best decision I made at the time, but this is about your Justice Department spying on journalists, because without accountability from Project Veritas, your freedom is an illusion. All
right. James O'Keefe, I agree. Freedom is in jeopardy, let's say the least. When we come back.
I'm Angry Rick for Blabberbuzz's Truth Reigns. Check out my videos on how woke companies are destroying American society and culture. More importantly, download the Blabberbuzz app from the iOS store and debate with other patriots who love America. You will even find loony liberals on the app that you can make fun of. Make the Blabberbuzz app part of your daily reading and time-wasting routine. Don't forget to share this video with your patriotic friends. And download the Blabberbuzz app. That's right, download it now. Truth Rings.